You told yourself you would only check your phone for 5 minutes. That was 2 hours ago. The room is dark. Your thumb is moving automatically. Swipe, swipe, swipe. You aren't even watching the videos anymore. You aren't laughing. You aren't learning. You are just waiting. You feel a heavy, dull exhaustion behind your eyes. You want to put the phone down. You actively tell yourself to put it down, but your thumb moves again. You think it's a lack of discipline. You think it's laziness. It's not laziness. It is the exact same mechanism casinos use to empty bank accounts. To understand why you are trapped, you need to understand how your brain processes rewards. You have probably heard of dopamine. You probably think it's the pleasure chemical. That is a lie. Dopamine has very little to do with pleasure. Dopamine is the chemical of anticipation. It is the itch. In the 1950s, a psychologist named B.F. Skinner ran an experiment. Inside the box was a button. When the pigeon pecked the button, the pigeon learned the rule quickly. Peck button. Get food. It pecked when it was hungry, and it stopped when it was full. Then, Skinner changed the rule. He programmed the button to deliver food randomly. Sometimes it took 5 pecks. Sometimes 50. The pigeon didn't stop when it was full anymore. It never stopped. It pecked the button until it collapsed from physical exhaustion. This is called a variable ratio schedule of reinforcement, and it is the most powerful psychological hook ever discovered. It does this because, for 300,000 years, this exact glitch kept your ancestors alive. Imagine you are an early human foraging for food. If you knew exactly where the berries were, you would eat them, get full, and go to sleep. But food was scarce. Food was random. Your brain needed a mechanism to force you to keep walking. Keep flipping over rocks. Keep shaking bushes. When a reward is guaranteed, your brain stops producing dopamine. The mystery is gone. The job is done. But when a reward is unpredictable, when your brain doesn't know if the next rock hides a snake or a meal, the dopamine spikes. The uncertainty creates a neurological loop that overrides your sensation of fatigue. The not knowing is what keeps you moving. Tech companies did not invent this psychological loop, but they mapped it. They digitized it. And they weaponized it against you. Every social media feed on Earth is a Skinner box, and you are the pigeon. Think about the motion you make to refresh your feed. You pull down. There is a slight pause of tension, and then the screen floods with new, unpredictable information. You are pulling the lever on a slot machine. Most of what you see is boring. That is intentional. If every video was amazing, your brain would get bored of the predictability. The boring videos are the empty pulls of the lever. They exist specifically to make the occasional funny video feel like a jackpot. Your brain isn't looking for entertainment anymore. Your brain thinks it is foraging for survival. You can't stop scrolling because your deepest neurological programming believes that if you stop moving your thumb, you will starve. The exhaustion you feel when you finally put the phone down isn't just physical. It is the crash of a nervous system that has been held in a state of artificial survival panic for 2 hours. You were hunted by an algorithm, and the algorithm won. So next time you're stuck in a scrolling loop at 3 a.m. in the dark, your brain isn't broken. It's working exactly as designed. That's what makes it worse.